master data and text, right? Can you just explain that again if you don't mind? I was getting a little bit confused with the whole thing that, because you know how you told yesterday, like you can uncheck the text and then if you want you can check the text box or something?
Yeah.
Okay, can you just re-explain that one? Just that part alone?
Okay, sure. Yeah, you have created one info object. Here it is a customer name for Satish. Okay. Yeah, if we want to have a text including the master data, we need to check this checkbox. Text also needed. It is with master data with text. At the time of loading master data, it will ask text also. Because this master data is having the checkbox with checked with text. If my info object, if I have taken the other info object, this customer name, here the master data, this, okay, this is only for name, it is only for text. Yeah, this is customer. Here the master data is checked, but the with the text is not checked. So what it will happen, you know, at the time of loading the master data, only master data is enough for this. Yeah, tell me.
Can you show that on the screen?
Yeah, are you not able to see my screen?
No, I cannot see a screen yet.
Okay, one moment. I think I am sharing my screen. Okay. Yeah, now are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, see here. This is the master data info object which I have created. Okay, customer. In this customer, in this tab master data with text, the master data checkbox is checked, but the text checkbox is unchecked. So at the time of loading the master data, you need not to load the text for this. So it won't accept the text, any text. As a text, we have created one more info object, that is a customer name. In that, only text, here the text is already checked. So for loading the text for this master data, we need to load this text separately, but which you have created here, customer name. Okay, okay, one more minute. Yeah, even this customer name for Satish you have created with master data with the text. So at the time of loading the master data, two columns will be open for this info object. Okay, this will be clear for you while we are loading the master data. Now, today we are going to learn the master data, how to load. At the time, you will get clarified this doubt, Satish. Do you have any doubt? Okay. Exactly the? Yeah, tell me, Satish.
No, just that part alone. I mean, I was just curious about, you know, why do you uncheck and, you know, check with text box? That's it.
Yeah, that's what actually. If you want two columns for master data for text in the single info object, we need to check the text checkbox. If we don't want the text column, only master data IDs, if you want to load the info object, particular info object, you need not to check that text checkbox. Okay, right. Now, okay. Hi Nandita.
Hi Rao, how are you?
Hi, yeah, fine. Yeah, can we start for today's session?
Yes, we can.
Yes. Okay. As of now, up to yesterday, we have created the master data info objects. Okay. The master data info objects as we have created. Today we need to load the master data for these particular info objects. Okay. So if we have loaded the master data info objects, what we have thought, actually I have shown like master data tables and fact table, dimension tables and SID tables. After that the master data table. Master data is completely outside of the info cube. As of now, actually you please recollect for that regarding extended star schema. Satish, in extended star schema,
Yep.
our info objects, master data info objects and master data tables are outside of info cube, and also these are independently behaving. So the master data is useful for the different info cubes. So need not to include in the info cube. We are going to include the info cube only master data IDs, but before that also we can load the master data separately, because it is not dependent on the extended star schema. Okay, extended star schema will use these master data objects at the time of loading info cube, at the time of creating info cube. But this info objects we can load the master data separately. So now today class is how to load the master data info objects. Okay. All right. One moment please. Yeah. For master data, to load the master data, there is a data flow we need to follow. Okay. Here in left panel, are you able to see this info provider, info objects, info source and data source and source system?
Yep.
Yeah, now I am clicking this info provider and info object, info source, data source. Okay, and source system. Okay. Now what I want to we need to know about this, all those things before loading the master data. Okay. We have created info object from by going in the info object tree. After creating the info object, what is the meaning of info? We need to make a info object as an info provider now. Okay. What is the main difference between the info provider and info object? I am going to explain now. Info object is which we have created. It is nothing but one field to hold the master data object. A object which holds the master data is called as an info object. Okay. Info provider is nothing but an object which holds the master data and also transaction data. A object which holds the data and also it provides the data for reporting purpose. Can you please write down? Or else, because if you have written, it is better, or otherwise I will send some the PPTs in that you can have these definitions also, no problem. Info provider is a object which holds the data and also it provides the data for reporting purpose. Okay. At the time of taking the reporting, this master data is useful. So we need to prepare an info object as an info provider. In info provider, we are going to create a report on info providers only. So based on this statement, can you say our info cube is info provider or not?
Yes.
Nandita and Satish? Info cube is info provider or not?
Yes, it is.
Yes, because it holds the data and also it provides the data for a reporting purpose. Okay. In the same way, info objects also need to have the data. Means info objects also holds the master data and also provides the information for reporting purpose. As of now, it is not holding any master data. We have not loaded any master data for info object. But now we need to load some master data. So to load a master data for info object, we need to make the info object as an info provider. Okay. Yes. So we have created our info area yesterday in info object catalog. Sorry, in info object tree. But just you can find out here info area for monster in info provider tree also. Okay. Yeah. Info provider is, we have created one info area yesterday in info object tree. But the same info, our info area came into the info provider tree also. So anyhow, if we have created an info area is a folder for, yesterday what I have told, info area is a folder for info object catalogs. But today I am saying the same info area is a catalog for, it is a folder for info object catalog, as well it is a folder for info providers also. So the same info area is working as a folder for info area also, folder for info providers also. So that the same info area came into the info provider tree. Okay. So I want to make, now what we have created the info area, it is here. I want to make this, I want to bring my info objects into this info area now. Okay. Okay. What is the option? Just we have to right click. After right clicking, what it is asking, see here, delete, create info area, create info object, create data source, data store object, create multi-provider, create virtual provider, create info set. These all are called as info providers only, not only info cube and also info object and also different things, data store object and multi-provider, virtual provider, info sets, all those things comes under info providers. But now what is our target? We need to make our info object as an info provider. So we cannot create info object from here directly, but we have created info object in info object tree yesterday. Sorry, it is clicking already. Yeah, info provider already. So as we have created, see here the last option, insert characteristic as an info provider. Insert characteristic as info provider. Just I am clicking that. So info object. Whatever info object we have created, we need to bring that info object here. Okay. What is? Do you have the technical name? Info object which we have created. Okay, no problem. I will check once again. Yeah. Customer name. This is the technical name. Sorry, customer master data. Insert the characteristic. Yeah, customer underscore M is my info object. Yes. See here, info area for master, monster. Okay. I have inserted my info object. I have inserted my info object in this info area. Okay. Now, what you are able to find here, this is the customer for monster. Under this, one more symbol you are able to see here. See this symbol. This is a symbol for master data attribute. Okay. if we have one more text, yeah. Are you able to see this symbol here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the same way, at the same time, I want to explain one thing. Yesterday, we have not checked the text checkbox, so only master data it is showing. Okay. But yesterday, Satish has created one more info object with master data and also with text. Okay. Now, how it will show? Just I want to show to him. Nandita, please see that is also. Yes, this is info objects which he has created. See here, this is the info area for Satish. Under info area for Satish, customer name and customer address, customer description, customer, a lot of things he has created. Customer name, just is there any IDs created? Okay, sales representative order, sales.
The last one.
Sales yes.
ID, yes.
Okay, just a sales ID. Okay, attributes also there. Yes, see here, master data. It is a master data object. Sales ID for Satish. It is having the master data and also text. Okay, and also it is having some attributes. Okay, let it be. But if we have checked this master data and with the text, how it will show, I will explain to you. I will show to you. Okay. Just I am copying this. See, I am going to insert as a info provider. Yes, Satish, I am going to insert in your info area only. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Insert. Yes. Yeah, it is inserted. Under this, how many symbols you are able to see? 2. Sales ID for Satish, sales ID for Satish. But this is the symbol for text. Okay. Hey Nandita and Satish, are you following me?
Yes.
Yeah, are you able to find the difference between the what is the master data and what is the master data with the text?
Text.
Yeah, okay. This is with the text, this is without text. So, if we want to load the master data, we can load only master data IDs for our customer. But for sales representative ID, he can load the master data with attributes and also a text also required for him. Of course, if we won't create any text for this, text column will be blank always.
Oh, okay.
We need not to load after creation also, but that is a difference. Okay. Right. Tell me, Nandita, you are going to ask something.
No, I was.
Nothing. Okay.
I'm
yeah.
fine.
Okay. Right. No problem. Yeah, we have now our info objects are made as a info providers. Okay. After making these info providers, we need to load the data. Okay. To load the data, what is required? From where we are loading the data, that is important thing. Okay. From where we are loading the thing means one system has to be there, that is source system.
Yep.
System for source, the data source means from somewhere we have to load the data. We are not creating inside the BI anyhow the data. If BI is only warehousing, so we cannot create any data in BI side. So we need to load the data from other system. The other system, whatever the system we are using, that is called as a source system. See here. Are you able to find here source system button?
Yep.
Yes. This is the source system, means from which system you want to use. Okay. There are how many source systems, just you can see here. Okay. One is BI system. From BI to BI, loading the data. To load the data from BI to BI. Within the BI, we can load the data. For that purpose, this source system is useful. Okay.
So when
From
you say BI to BI, is it like a different, like a BI test, or just?
No. Yeah, just what actually, BI to BI, just now I have said, in BI we cannot create any data, but BI to BI we can load the data. You can see from, anyhow there's a BI, there is no data. How to load the data from BI to BI. But the thing is that, in data flow, there are different info providers are there. What is that?
Okay.
Maybe info provider means it info cube and also DSO, data store object, also a info provider. And also there are a number of info cubes also will be there, and also multi providers. Like this, there are a number of different info providers are there. As per our requirement, we need to load the data first to data store object. After loading to DSO, we need to load the data to info cube also. So at that time, already DSO, our data store object also inside the BI, and our info cube also inside the BI. So from DSO to info cube loading the data also, one source system is required. That is nothing but BI to BI source system. At that time, it will be useful. Okay. Okay, right. Now, SAP. From SAP, any module of data, if you want to load the data, EC6 Client 800 it is showing. This is SAP, means SAP R3. All different modules of SAP. If you want to load the data, this source system is useful. But now I don't have any master data. First, I want to show the data how to load from flat file. Means it is from Excel. Okay. From Excel, to load the data from Excel, this is a file. Okay. File. Are you able to see this file? From
Yes.
file, we can load the data. Oh, from file source system. Okay. After that, this DB Connect, UD Connect, and web services. A database connected directly from Oracle and SQL also we can load the data. Okay. In the same way, this UD Connect and web services also we can load. From web services and UD Connect, DB Connect almost never be used in the real-time scenario. But options are given. Okay. Satish? And Nandita?
Yes.
Yeah. This DB Connect, database connect, UD Connect, and web services there is a possibility to load the data from these source systems also. But mostly 99% of times we have to load the data from ECC only.
Okay.
Sometimes only we can load the data from flat file. Okay. But anyhow, this BI system, always it is useful. Every day-to-day scenarios, we are loading the data from one object to one object within the BI side. So only this BI, SAP, and file system are useful. This DB Connect and UD Connect web services, we never use these systems. Okay. But anyhow, we have 6 types of source systems are there for our BI. So BI is a warehouse. It can accept the data from anywhere almost. This UD Connect and DB Connect web services means nothing but it is from internet. And DB Connect is database connect. Regarding UD Connect, I don't have that much idea. Even I have never loaded from web services and even from DB Connect also. Only we use it to load the data from SAP, ECC, and file. Okay. Now we can first we load for some master data objects from file system. Okay. So we have to use one of the source system from here. Okay. After that, we can see how to load the data from ECC side. Okay. Okay, what is the source system? You are having very good idea now, I think. Did you got what is source system?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, right. This is the source system. After that, from source system, there is huge data, maybe. Okay. From where directly we are loading to the our info provider? That is my question. Now, for that purpose, we need to create one data source. Data source is nothing but a source for the data. The data source is only for particular data source which is specific to our info provider. That is called as a data source. Okay. Are you able to see this data source? Here, see just.
Yep.
This is data source 3. In data source, see here there are different source systems are there. SAP applications. Yeah. What type of data sources are there here? All are SAP source systems. From SAP source system, under SAP source system, whatever the data sources are available, all are coming here. See here. SAP application component, SAP R3. If you open this tree, all SAP different applications will come. Controlling. Okay. Controlling and profitability analysis, customer and financial accounting, all types of data sources are available, which are available in SAP ECC source system. But now we want to load the data from file system. So for that purpose, we need to go the source system tab again. We need to select this. Okay, data source. Yeah, SAP BI or SAP file. Just I want to load the data from SAP flat file. So, okay, it is showing all those things at a time. We need to search, I think. Okay. Unassign nodes. Okay. Yeah, there are different data sources from each and different source systems. Okay, I want to take this source system flat file. No, somebody created. Okay, we can use this. Yeah, regarding source system, there are different source systems are there in file system. People are created these many source system for single file, for only for file system people created. But we need not to create the source system. Please write down, please take this point, because people used to try to create the source system, but it is not at all required for as a BI people. This creation of source system means giving the connection to the ECC to BI. That is a job of basis people. Okay. Creation of source system is not our job. So just we have to utilize it. This is a source system created by basis people from ECC 6 to our BI side. No need to create our source system here. But flat file anyhow, it is easy to create the source system. So people are created with different names here. But we can utilize directly the source system. Need not to create any source system. So just I want to utilize this source system to create my data source. Okay. There is a lot of difference between the data source and source system. Source system means the whole system which is a source for our data is called as a source system. But data source is, it is a group of fields. It is also a group of fields which our data is present in that. Okay. System is complete system. So just I want to create one data source now. So to create data source, we have to go to data source tab. Here we have to select what type of data source you want to create. I want to create a source system or data source from flat file. Flat file means flat file data source I want to create now here. Okay. Under this, to make the data source, create an application component. It is asking, what is the application component? The application component is a folder for data sources. Application component is a folder for data sources. If you go to the application components, if you go to R3 application components, you can find it is very easy. Okay.
Okay.
SAP, ECC. See here, how many application components are there here? How many data sources are there? Under SAP R3, there are different application components are there. This is one of the major application component. Under this, which application component you want to see here? Financial account is one application component. Under financial accounting, again, there are n number of different things. FIAP, FIAR, FIGL, FISL, like that. Under this application component, finally, this is called as a data sources. Customer payment behavior via delta extraction, customer credit management control, okay, customer item, customer line items. These all are called as a data sources. Data source is a group of fields which holds the data in source system side. Okay. So this is application component is a folder for our data sources.
Okay.
Okay. So by at the time of searching our data sources, okay, we have to go like that. If you want to load the data from COPA, yes, COPA is under controlling anyhow.
Yeah.
Under COPA, under controlling again, profitable analysis. Yes. Under profitable analysis, there are n number of data sources you can find here. In the same way, it is just a folder. As of now, I have told 3 types of folders. One is info area, it is one folder to organize info providers as well info object catalogs.
Yep.
In that info, okay, info area is a info object catalogs, and also if the same info area is under info provider tree, it is useful as a folder for info providers. But if it is under info objects, it is a folder for info object catalogs. Info object catalog is only for info objects. It is 2 types. That is one key figure. That is one more is
characteristics.
Characteristics. Yes. The application component is nothing but a folder for data sources. To create our data source, we need to create one application component. Okay. Under which source system we want to create one from file. So in file source system we have to create. Okay. Here you can create one application component for our purpose. Create application component. Application component. Okay. Application component for what? Monster. What happened? Is it create an application component or?
It just came to that screen that I highlighted.
Pardon me, I am not getting you.
It just highlighted the screen below. That's what I noticed, but I don't know if it got created or not.
Yeah, that's what actually I'm also. Yeah, already created application component for Monster. Yeah, anyhow, our system server is very fast. Yeah, under this application component, we can create our data source. Okay. Okay, data source we can create, but if the data is present already, we can create the data source. But is there any data in our flat file presently?
No idea.
No, we don't have any. We don't have any data as of now. We have not created in flat file. Actually, no. If we are creating one data source in ECC side, there is huge data for customer, for sales, and for company course. Any data will be available. But we are not loading from ECC side now. We are loading from flat file. Means it is Microsoft Excel. Okay. Is there any data present in Excel presently? No. We don't have any data. So we need to type some data. We need to create some data in our flat file. Based on that file, we can create the data source here. Okay. Right. So now I am moving to flat file to load the data, to create the data. Yes. Yeah, whatever the technical name we have, we need to give the same thing. It is better. Otherwise, it will get confused. Okay. Info provider, info object. Customer master. Okay, this is one thing. Yeah. Now, do we want to load the data for only ID? This ID is having the three another attributes, another two attributes also there. So including attributes, we have to load the data simultaneously. Okay. So this is the customer name I want to load. And phone number.
Okay.
Okay. Customer name. It is alphanumeric things we can load. You know, customer 01, customer 02, okay. Customer name. Can you tell me the names, please? Any names?
Do you want to just give our names?
Pardon me?
Yeah, A, B, C should be fine.
It is better.
Yeah.
Okay, not required. Okay, customer phone numbers. Okay. Now I want to save as a data. Yes, Satish, are you going to ask anything? No? We have to save it as a CSV file. Where is the save as option? There is save option only. Okay. On desktop, just I want to save it. Okay. It is a customer master data I am loading, saving as. We have to create as a CSV file only, comma separated variables. CSV file we have to make it as okay. On desktop only I am keeping this. Okay, just I want to close it. Who is typing this? Info area for. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, Satish. Now, who is typing this info area name? Info area
No,
for
it's not me.
you only? Okay. Just I'm please do it.
No, it's not me.
Oh, you're not you. Then okay, someone also using the same system I see. But anyhow, he has to take with his own name. It should not be disturbed as. But okay, what's the problem? We can discuss with Madan after this session. Yeah. So our file, our source system. What is our source system? Our Microsoft Excel is having some data. With the help of that data, I want to make one data source now. Okay. To create data source, we need to go to data source tab. Yes, in our under our application component. Just I am creating data source. Yes. Yeah, here it is saying that flat file. Source system is flat file. Okay. Which source system it is? It takes. If it is SAP ECC, we have to keep it as a SAP ECC. By default, it comes in under SAP ECC. Okay. Data source name we need to give. DS for customer. DS underscore cust. Okay. Data type, data source. What type of data you want to load with this?
Master data?
Yes, exactly, master data. Transaction data we have to load to InfoQ. Master data with text also we have to load to for this purpose, or otherwise anyhow our master data is not having the text. For text means for naming purpose also we have created one more info object, that is as an attribute. So we have to load only master data with attributes. We are not loading any text at all. Okay. Yes. Select this. See here this right panel, data source came. Okay, in data source we have to give that. In general tab, short description. Okay, ds underscore cost only I am going to give. Medium description and long description need not to give. If you want to give, you can give. Otherwise, no need. This is the main tab, extraction tab. Extracting the data. From where you are extracting the data? This from flat file. So you need to give the file name here. You have to browse. What is the data format we have loading there? Or we have typed there as a separated with separator, comma CSV. So CSV file we have to give here. Okay. As a data separator, what we have given in the Satish and Nandita, do you have any idea about this? Data separator. Data separator is comma.
Comma.
So we have to put comma here. Escape sign, you can leave it, or otherwise escape sign will be always this. Okay. We have to change comma, definitely. It is must and should. Otherwise it won't accept, because we have typed as a CSV file.
Yes.
So we need to do this. Okay. After this, file name. Are you finding this file name? In this file name, you need to keep your file. You have to show the path of file. Okay. On desktop, we have saved that. Yeah, customer data. Is it our file? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Header rows to be ignored. What is this header rows to be ignored? Means in the file, total file itself, it has to come inside the BI.
Yeah.
Or some rows to be ignored.
If there are headers.
Yes, header row. Actually, we have typed as a customer name, customer phone number. That info object names also we have kept. But info object name need not to come into BI side. Anyhow, that info objects are there with names. Just data we are loading. So first row to be ignored. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Are you agreeing with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Right. Thank you. Then we have to go to proposals. Just load example data. If you click the load example data, automatically it comes. Okay, whatever we have typed there, it is showing here in CSV format.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So as of now, we have not loaded the data. As of now, we have not loaded any data, but it is just a mirror image. We have given the path. We are able to see the data from BI, but it is only image. It is, as we have given the path, it is we are able to see the desktop data only. On desktop, whatever we have saved, the data only we are able to see here.
And
Okay,
what is this? Can you go to the, what is this checkbox on the proposal screen? Is it to select if we want to load the data or not?
Proposal screen, what checkbox? Just tell me.
In the next to the field, before the fields. Yeah, those checkboxes.
This checkbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, means, yeah, this is for the, this is very, very important to make the transformations. Okay, regarding transformation, after this closing this file, I am going to explain regarding transformations. Means, yes, exactly whatever the fields you want to load to our master data, that is only. Okay, whatever the master data you want to load. Anyhow, if you want to load the total 3 fields to the 3 columns, these 3 need to be checked. By default, as we have given the 3 fields total file, it will come. If you don't want to load, you can uncheck. But anyhow, you want to load the total data. That's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See here, fields. Yes. This is a field name. Info object name we need to keep here, but automatically it has to come. 1 minute. Read preview data. Yeah, one thing I want to explain regarding this. We are creating the data source by giving the file name here, as it is a flat file. But it is not at all required if we are loading the data from ECC.
Okay.
Because in ECC there is a no file, we need not to give any path at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is a field name what we have given there. We have typed the same field names in our file.
Okay.
Okay, this is a customer name and customer phone number already we have given. Info objects also same with the length. Okay, length 3, 4, 5. Okay, it is a maximum length what we have given here. Okay, character and length also 3 we have given. Okay, customer master data, it is taking like that. But anyhow, with same, after preview, this data is coming in this way, it is showing. After we have to make the activation. It is already activated also. After coming to this, it is activated. Our data source you can find here. See here, this is the data source.
Yeah.
Under application component, we have created one data source. Okay, now the data source is created. Data source is fetching the data from flat file as we have given a path in this data source.
Yeah.
Okay, in info provider, our info object is present. In info provider, our info object is present. Okay, but is there any link between our info provider to data source? Yes, Satish?
No. Not here.
No.
Yep.
As of now, no connection. From flat file, as we have given path, our data source is having the connection with the flat file. As we have given the connection, so it is bringing the data up to data source. But what about the from data source to info provider? Info provider is separated now. The data source is separately there in BI side. Within the BI side, from data source to info provider, we need to make the connection. That is connecting part. Whatever we are connection providing, that connections are called as a transformations. Okay. What is the transformation? I will provide that definition. But anyhow, if you want to write down in your own language, you can write down. Transformations are nothing but it is a link between the info provider and also data source. The info provider, it may be master data object, it may be text, it may be transaction data. Whatever the info provider, and data source also, whatever the data source, it may be from ECC or it may be from flat file. But data source to info provider linking is called as a transformations. How to link up with the help of transformations, how to create the transformations, we are going to learn now. Okay.
Okay.
See, this is the data source already present. It is also activated. Yeah, where is the data source our? Here the data source is. Yes, it is activated now. Yes, it is showing the source system also as a flat file source system. Okay, it is a flat file source system, data source. What is this equal to mark? This equal to mark is nothing but it is active version we can use and it is executable. Okay. From this data source to which info provider you need to create, for which info provider you want to load the data. So based on that, just right click on this data source. See, it is asking create transformations. If you click that, automatically data source name comes here, data source name, and from which source system it is taking, it is coming. To which info object you want to load the data, you need to provide here.
Okay.
Okay. For which object you want to load the data, our customer, cust_m. If you want to give that object type, is it info cube or data store object or info object? It is info object only. Okay. Info object, you need to mention your info object name, or otherwise in two ways we can create the transformations. One more way is, this is the source we have, data source. Okay. What is our destination? Finally we have to load this here. Directly I am going to my destination. For this customer, for master, I want to load the data from where? Yes, here also it is asking create transformation. Now info object already it is taking already by default. Object type and name we have to give. What type of object you want to load the data? From data source. Yeah, just now I have told. A info provider can take from another info provider also. Like that, from info source you want to load the data, from data store object you want to load the data, or info cube or info object. You want to take the data from data source, not from info object. Okay, right. What is our data source name and source system? We have to give here. What is our source system? Flat file. Flat file. Yeah, this is the source system we are using. Of course, there are different flat_file or flat file. We are using this flat file. Yes. If you are getting this confusion, it is better to load from here to here. Anyhow, this is the destination info provider. Data source is the source. From here to there or there to here, you can load the data. DS_customer is our data source. Yes. Runtime error. What happened? This is a server problem. You need not to worry about this. As we are using, number of people are using, I think, simultaneously. ABAP runtime error. In real time also, this type of situations will come sometimes. At the time, what we have to do? Just we need to take the screenshot of that runtime error, why it is happened. We need to send the mail to the basis team. Basis team will look after. All those things we need not to worry. Yeah, what is our info provider name exactly? Just I am taking that. Cust_m. Create transformations. Yes. Object type is our info object. Name is cust_m. Oh, sorry. We have choose the data store object, not info object. Info object. Yes. See here, this what happened. Current application program situated with shut down. Network could not be launched due to control error. Hello, Madan. Madan is not available, I think. You will try or other what can do. One moment, please. I am going to call Madan to see to this. Madan, ఇది రన్ టైం ఎర్రర్ ఇస్తుంది క్రియేట్ చేస్తుంటే కొన్ని ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ సర్వర్ అదే అబ్యాప్ రన్ టైం ఎర్రర్ అని అదే షార్ట్ టర్మ్ వస్తుంది. జస్ట్ స్మాల్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ జస్ట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్స్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తుంటేనే అది ఎవరు మనకు ఇమ్మీడియట్గా ఎవరు చూస్తారు దాన్ని సర్వర్ అది మిడిల్లో ఉన్నాను అదే అవును అదే అనుకుంటున్నాను అదే వాళ్ళు ఇప్పటికిప్పుడు వాళ్ళు చూడలేరు కూడా అది వాళ్ళు అనాలిసిస్ చేస్తేనే తెలియాలి సర్వర్ బాగుంది సర్వర్ మీద ఇంకెవరు కూడా యాక్సెస్ చేస్తున్నారు సేమ్ ఐడి పాస్వర్డ్తో మిడిల్లో వాళ్ళది వస్తుంది సేమ్ ఐడి పాస్వర్డ్తో చేస్తున్నారు ఎవరో నాకేం ఇవ్వలేదు మీరు లాగిన్ అయితే నేను మీ దాంతో నేను అట్లే కంటిన్యూ అయిపోతున్నా ఇంకెవరో లాగిన్ అయ్యారు సేమ్ ఐడి పాస్వర్డ్తో వాళ్ళకి మిడిల్లో వస్తూ ఉన్నాయి స్క్రీన్స్ అదొకటి ఇదొకటి ఇంతకుముందు వచ్చింది అదే ఇంకెవరు చేస్తున్నారంటే మేము ముగ్గురులో ఎవరు చేయట్లేదు ఇంకెవరో చేస్తున్నారు బయట నుంచి సేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్తో సేమ్ ఐడితో అదర్వైజ్ అట్లా మధ్యలో రాదు వాళ్ళ సెషన్ వాళ్ళకి సపరేట్గా ఉంటుంది ఐడి పాస్వర్డ్ వేరైతే మీరు మార్చండి అదంతా కామన్గా ఇచ్చింది ఉన్నట్టుంది మీరు అదే యూజ్ చేస్తున్నారు అది మార్చండి ఈ షార్ట్ డంప్ ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది సరే ఈరోజు చూస్తాను ఆ డంప్ ఎర్రర్ అందులో మాదే ప్రాబ్లం లేదు చాలా చిన్న ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అందులో ఓకే ఓకే ఐ విల్ కంటిన్యూ ఐ విల్ ట్రై ఇన్ అదర్ వే అదర్వైజ్ మధ్యాహ్నం చూద్దాం ఉంటారా రైట్ హలో మదన్ అండ్ సతీష్ హలో సారీ నందిత అండ్ సతీష్
Hello.
Yeah. Actually, the short dump error is not going to resolve now itself immediately, but anyhow, we will try. Once again, I will try because nothing wrong from our side. It has to be done from. Create transformations, yes. Data source, file we have to select as a flat file, file. What is our data source name? Customer TS or first TS, something we have typed.
DS.
Is it? Source not active. What source not active? DS underscore cast, I think. Yes. Okay guys, now okay, now I am going to explain regarding other things. Just we will continue tomorrow to this practical. Okay, after creation, okay, if it is already there for in between any transformations, I will show now, which is already created. No, here also no transformations. Yeah. Yeah, this is the symbol for transformations. Are you able to find here? Oh, okay. There is a problem with transformations at all. Transformations are not able to activate. Let's say one. We will see in other source system. SAP ECC. Because is it giving the only for data, so only of source system flat file, or giving the whole source system? Just I want to check. Okay, we can go to under controlling, under profitability analysis. No transformations are available for any data source at all. Info providers, we can go to directly to info provider. Yeah, these are called as a transformations. Okay, salesman ID for BI somebody created. It is a master data. After master data, it is having the, see here, this is the data source, DS underscore BI is the data source. These are the transformations already created. Okay, just I am opening this transformation. Okay, there is a problem with transformations. It is not at all accepting the transformations creation. Okay, after creation of transformations, what will happen? I will explain regarding the transformations after 1 hour or 2 hours. It will be corrected, this transformation, this server. Tomorrow I will explain regarding the transformations. But after creation of transformations, linking between the data source to info provider will be happened. See here, this is the info provider. Okay, this is the data source. What is the, where is the data source? DS underscore BI, DS underscore B1 is the data source, SMID underscore B1 is the info provider. These transformations are linkage between the data source to info provider. Are you agreeing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nandita?
Yeah.
Yeah. After creating the transformation, what will be happen? The pipeline between the info provider to data source is enabled. After that, how to load the data then? To loading purpose, there are two activities we need to do after creation of transformations also. One is info package. See here under this, one info package is there. Info package means it is a extraction process. It is a pulling mechanism. Under info package, pulling mechanism will be there. It pulls the data to the data source from different source system. Okay, it pulls the data from different source system, from other source system to BI side up to the data source. Okay, at least I will create the our info package for our this thing. A data source, file, flat file. Yes, this is our data source. Presently our data, where it is, where is our data? In flat file only, not it came to our BI side. So first it has to come to the data source. Data source is available in BI side, but is there any data in our data source? Nandita? Satish?
Yeah.
Where is the data now? It is still, it is in file only, flat
Yeah.
file only, not came into BI side. to bring the data to BI side, what we need? We need to create info package. Okay. Create info package. See this button, create info package. Okay. I want to create info package IP underscore custds. Info package for master data. Just I am saving this info package. Okay. Yes. Info package data selection. This data selection, okay. Presently we have only 3 fields. We don't check here this data selection. I will explain this regarding the data selection tab very clearly. Okay. See here. Header rows to be ignored is 1. No need to give any path now here, because already we have given at the time of creating the data source. So from same data source it will bring that. Processing is only PSA. What is a PSA? PSA means it is persisting staging area. It is a temporary area inside the data source. Inside the data source, now I am saying this is a data source. Data comes to the data source. Okay. In data source, where it will be saved? Inside the PSA. Okay. Inside PSA it will save. Actually, in the version of 3.5, there are a lot of opportunities. We can bring the data directly to the info object, info provider also with help of info package. Now the scenario is changed. Info package is only bringing the data up to PSA only, up to data source only. Only pulling mechanism is there now for info package. But before this version, pulling mechanism as well as it is pushing mechanism also inside the info package. See here, PSA and then info object package by package. This is disabled now. Are you able to read here?
Yes.
Yeah.
First option. Yes. PSA and then in the info object package by package means it is pulling the from other source system as well it is pushing to the info object directly with help of only info package. But these options are disabled now. In BI 7 you cannot push with help of info package. For that purpose one more mechanism is there. But only up to pulling mechanism is there for our info package now. Okay. Update. Full update and delta update. What is a delta update and what is a full update? Do you have any idea about?
Full update is updating the entire
Yes.
objects. Delta is just the changes.
Whatever the changes. Okay. Anyhow, we are going to learn about delta mechanism and full mechanism, lot of things. Now it is anyhow the full data we want to load the data. Okay. As it is the first time. Okay. And also flat file we have to load the full only. Okay. Scheduling. What is scheduling? Means immediately it has to start or otherwise later in background. Start data load immediately or start later in background. Start later in background, if you select this radio button, it will ask, is it immediate? Later in background means background it will work, but that is also immediate, or otherwise date and time you can give. Scheduling. When it has to start, what time, on what date, or otherwise after which job it has to run, or otherwise these are all other different options will be there. Okay. But if you want to load immediately, you need not to go here. I want to load this data in foreground only. Start data load immediately. Yes. Start it. Have started to load the data now. Yes, data was requested. Where is the data now? We will see here. Yes. See here. How many records came?
10.
Yes, 10 records brought into data source. Okay. We can see the data now. Yeah, one info package is created. To see the data, what to do? Manage. Manage means to see the data we have to go to manage. Yes, one request came just now on 22/11/2013. We can see the total details, when it is loaded, how it is loaded. Yes, this is the button of PSA, persisting staging area. Inside the data source, in persisting staging area, data is present. Yes, the 10 records. What are the 10 records? Just so we can see. What is the need of persisting staging area? If any errors are there in data, we can edit in PSA also. Okay. In PSA, we can edit the data directly. If you want to edit the data, see here, you can go like this, and instead of the data, you can see C01 or otherwise any errors are came, you can edit the data in BI side also after coming from ECC or after coming from a flat file like that. Okay. Do you want to change the data will be lost? Do you want to save? No, I don't want to save. The data is correct. There is the option. Yes. Okay. What is the info package now? It is only pulling mechanism from different source to BI side. So we have created the info package and we have loaded the data to up to the data source. After loading the data source, what we have to do? We have to load this data to info provider. Where is our info provider? This is info provider. Okay. This is our info provider. We need to load the data. Okay. Now the data came into data source. We have to load the data. So for that, pipeline is first important. That is the nothing but transformations. After creation of transformations, DTP, data transfer process. DTP is only pushing mechanism from data source to info provider. With help of DTP, we can load the data from data source to info provider. This is only after creation of transformations it is possible. Okay. Do you have any doubts as of now?
No.
No.
Tomorrow we will continue with the creation of transformations and loading the data up to the info objects, up to info provider. That is nothing but we are loading the data to info object only. Info provider, info object. Nandita?
Yeah.
Do you have any doubts for today?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Okay, tomorrow we will continue by creating the transformation. Anyhow, today this is not accepting the transformations. Okay?
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.